of all ages. It is once again time. Cinema Villains bring to you for the first time
Boing, boing, boing.
an audio video combo
Boing, boing, boing.
of Cinema Villains. Like this is a Cinema Villains episode, so we're bringing that to you
Boing, boing, boing.
again.
Yeah.
I'm your hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black. Alongside me, the sexy
Hey.
Jose. Jose, how you doing?
My name is Grief.
What?
My name is Grief.
Grief.
Yep. So show Grief your tits, Shag.
Anyway, we are joined, popping our virtual cherry, a longtime friend of mine, a friend of the show, from straight from the podcast in the slums of Duval. It's my boy, Rob from Straight Chillin. Say hi to the people, Rob.
I am so happy to be popping your cherry here tonight in front of
Yes,
everybody.
That's right.
Yes.
What better person?
What better person to do this? Thank you so much for joining us and being the first person to be a co-host or a guest host on Cinema Villains, man. I really appreciate it. It's been a long time coming, and this is something that you can now rub in Barter's face because Barter has been planning this shit for we've been trying to do this for months, and he has never our schedules never click. But we are gonna end up doing it one day. But then obviously, big old Jose here.
Yeah.
Made it happen.
Yep.
I was like, fuck this shit, Shag. I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, do you want to do this? Yeah, sure. Okay, right. Let's go. That was easy.
He says this as he was not sweating like somebody trying to ask you out on a date. Because that's exactly what that was.
It was. I was like, man, I just hope Bob, please just tell me no. Don't leave me on red. That would have fucked me up. At least tell me no.
Jose would have fucking been like, I'm gonna cry in the car. Dog, he's been wanting to do this for a long time. He's been wanting to like I said, most folks don't know, and I know I've talked about it on the show. Jose is a huge fan of Straight Chillin'.
See.
And as I have been the gateway drug to most of the shit that he's actually come to like in the past few years. But one of the things is Straight Chillin' because he talks about it more than I do. And I know that I've written to the show. I've been on the show once, but that was only with this Joker. But I've been a part of the show. I've left messages and really went on with it. And we started a friendship, man. Just
yeah.
And but it's a beautiful thing to see this knucklehead really love your content. Really love it. And I can't even beat that love that he has for it.
You can't, man. You can't.
Thank you. Continue to wax my car. I'll be here all night just loving it. I appreciate it.
He is fucking like, yes. Bask in my glory.
Trust me, this was the first 3 minutes of the opening of this show is gonna be us like clamoring that we love Straight Chillin'. I tend to be the heart and emotional person in the show. So man, I'm gonna tell you this, and because I've got to look at you straight, like face to face. I am so proud of you and the Straight Chillin' crew for everything that you've been doing for the last couple of years. Because I would have never thought that I would see you boys in fucking Fangoria. You don't know how fucking geeked I was to see that. And
Thanks.
Like, as a guy, as a weirdo black kid reading fucking Fangoria growing up, I never thought I'd know anybody personally to be in it. And to see you have an even digital article in that and something to support, it was fucking so goddamn cool, man.
Yeah. We were stoked to get an ad ran in Fangoria as well. It's on the Jordan Peele's Nope. What was on the cover of it? Yeah. So if you guys are listening and want to check that out, I think you can pick that up at Barnes and Noble and like some comic shops, I think, carry it. I don't know which ones, but
it's harder to get your hands on a physical copy of stuff, but like it's better you can actually order them. I think you can pay for like individual copies of Fangoria as well, but I think you pay a little bit more than if you were to subscribe.
Yeah,
but like that's the way the world works.
Yeah, that's how that shit works.
But like between that and interviewing Joe Bob and fucking Corey Taylor.
Yeah.
All right. That's the shit that made me mad because I'm like, how the fuck does everybody know Corey? How do people that I know fucking get to talk to Corey Taylor on a whim and I can't even get a hello? Like, what the fuck, man?
Well, I mean, we did talk to Joe Bob directly, which was super dope. But to be fair, we didn't host the interview with Corey Taylor. We just filmed it. So
Oh, word.
it sounds cooler than it probably really is. But he had some cool shit to say, though. He was
I
talking
clicked that
about,
video. I'm like, look at these motherfuckers. Oh,
yeah,
I see what
it's
you did
not,
there, my guys.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna listen, but then I didn't want to fucking like get enraged of jealousy. So I
Nah,
was
he
just
says some
like,
cool
bro,
shit though.
why?
It's worth checking
He's
out.
like
Like,
one
I
of
am
my
gonna
tweets
do.
though, so I'm like, yay.
Yeah, no.
you're
I'm like,
famous now.
yay.
You're
I got
the
a friend
10th
who
member
had-
of Slipknot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a friend who acknowledged, who had him acknowledge me in like in a fucking DM. So it was like
Oh, nice.
the greatest shit ever. And it's crazy because I actually have a fucking Corey Taylor pin on my fucking jacket, on my fucking vest here, as that. So that's to show you how big a fan. But no, like if anything, we're huge fans of Straight Chillin'. As a matter of fact, we keep talking about this, Bob, or Moncrief Bob, as I like to call him.
Moncrief Bob, yes.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Man, I was hoping you would because only me and you would get that joke, and Jose has no idea. He thinks it's funny, and I'm like,
Well, from what you've explained to me,
I've explained it to you and did, but anything I've ever explained to you is won't pale in comparison to actually going off Moncrief. It is, oof. Even
You
though I
don't want to
keep
be
calling-
there.
Exactly. After a certain time period, you don't.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. And it's funny because I keep calling him Moncrief Bob because it rolls off the tongue a lot better. But I remember he was saying his family walks off of Pearl Street, which is fucking worse.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
Moncrief. Like, oof. But I got people out on both of those streets.
What
So
can
I'm
you do
good there.
via BDSM though? Which
No, that's not on Moncrief.
is that Pearl? No.
No. That's
That's-
not Pearl. That's not
okay.
Pearl. The BDSM joint was
So no-
actually off of Moncrief, but it's further down, like US 1.
Yeah, because I know
Oh,
that's what Corey
shit.
said. Corey's like, you can get into some nice BDSM though if
Yeah,
you want to.
it's like it's real off of like, dude. Matter of fact, you remember Cam, Bob?
Cam?
Gam? Like
Oh, Gam. Yeah.
like a few like years ago, they did a Christmas event
Yeah.
over on the north side of town of all places, right? And
Oh, dude, I went to that.
yeah, I know
That was awesome. In the big like hangar, they had like
Yeah.
a dance part. Dude, that was fucking awesome. Yeah.
dude, that was a great fucking thing. But what he found out later and didn't tell a lot of folks, that
Yeah.
same hangar is a BDSM joint.
I did not know that. That is
Yes.
hilarious.
That is like if you ask Ryan about that, when he found out, he was like, "Oh fuck!" And it was kind of too late. But if you notice, they just put Christmas ornaments and everything around the BDSM about BDSM shit.
Around the Hellraiser shit.
Like
That's
it's
over-
literally around the corner. We're just like, wow, there's the platform where we could just strap each other in and go for a ride. And dude, it was so fucking funny. You can see shit just hanging from the ceiling where people can just be like, yeah,
That is hilarious, dude. I gotta go.
shit you not. The funniest fucking thing, man.
I wonder if that place is still open, man. I will say, like, I loved Gam's events. They were always fun, but that Christmas party like really does stand out in my memory as being like one of the coolest Christmas things I've ever been to.
Yeah, man.
It's a good time.
I know he has a picture of me and me like riding that little fucking Christmas. I think it was like a like what was it? Like what's those? It was like a rocking pony or something, but it was like a reindeer. They got my drunk ass on that bitch, like just sitting on it, just riding it, and I'm like, all right, I'm in Gam's. I'm forever in Gam's history banks as like a silly man, just drunk. on his
Blackmail.
ass. Oh yeah, no, Ryan definitely will use that shit as blackmail.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Definitely. See, these are things that me and Bob will talk about, and you were just kind of like a fly on the wall because small world. I didn't meet Rob until one of the Gam. Which one? I think it was Gam. It might have been Gam Anime that I met you at, Bob.
Maybe. It might have been the Turtles, the Ninja Turtles one.
The Turtles joint, or the
maybe,
or the fighting Gam fighting, or whatever it was.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah, because
There's so many.
Bob and just went off on a tangent talking about Chucky.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, Shag, thanks you for listening to the show, man." And then we just went on the tangent. And Bob's looking at me like, "This is a fucking weirdo."
Well, I mean, we're all weird. It's
Like,
fine.
like, look at this man. He's listening to the show, and we appreciate him. But man, I don't know anybody. I don't know a sane person who really likes Charles Lee Ray like that. I don't know if that's really good. And they went back and watched the Chucky movies, and they're like, "I still can't get into it, but it's all right."
Yeah.
It's okay.
There-
Chucky's in now. Chucky's in now.
Yeah, he's in our Hall of Fame. I don't know about fucking straight chilling shit though.
That first movie is a classic for sure. The second one's pretty solid too, but I don't. After
Yeah,
that,
yeah, I
they
fuck
sort
with the
of
first two heavy.
The
Those are
first two
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
we've literally gone on and said is like down pat, and then like
yeah
he did point. Now here's a fun thing about, because he's also told me like Jose is a part of the Straight Chilling Slack.
yeah
He
yeah.
showed me that y'all had
I put a poll. Yeah,
the night
hmm
that we recorded our Halloween opener for Charles Lee Ray, put him in the Hall of Fame. Jose the next day showed me the poll of which one's the more watchable movie, Child's Play 3 or Bride of Chucky, and everybody picked Child's Play 3. And I'm kind of like, because I originally picked Bride of Chucky, not saying that it was better, but it was like both of those are really fucking mid.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
one did way more for the series than the other. And if you're gonna compare like 3 to the first two, it's not good. And Bride of Chucky, while it's your own thing, it's still kind of like, man, this is kind of whack. But it's also got Jennifer Tilly, so like 10 times.
Yeah, I don't love either one. I would probably rewatch. Oh man, I don't know. It depends on the. I'd probably rewatch Bride. I guess it is like super silly, and it's doing some like fairly original things that you don't see in the first three movies. They're a little more serious, you know. Like
yeah,
Chucky was like legitimately scary in first couple movies, really.
yeah.
The
But he
second one
just
still freaked me out to this day.
yeah
But speaking of original,
Yeah.
Roberto, we here have brought you here for a reason. First off, before we delve into the reason why you're here, can you tell our lovely, lovely audience in the concession stand, I guess that we're gonna call it,
Is that what we're gonna call
something. I don't know. I've been drinking. It's whatever.
them? Yes, you have.
Tell them more about yourself and about where you're from. What's your podcast, my man? Where can they listen to you at?
Yeah. So I am Bob from the Straight Chilling podcast, and we are a weekly horror movie review show. You can find us anywhere you get podcast, iTunes, anywhere, just anywhere you get podcasts. And I'm one of three hosts on that show, and we've been doing it for about, a little bit over 8 years now. We're coming up on our 400th episode.
That's crazy, man.
I know, dude. Time freaking flies. It's
Yeah.
wild. But we cover new releases as well as like older stuff, and we try to squeeze some of the classics in there. So if you have even a passing interest in horror, there's going to be something that we've talked about that will be of interest to you for sure. So yeah, check out Straight Chilling podcast anywhere you get your podcast. It chilling with a G too. It's funny whenever you type it into Google, it tries to autocorrect without the G, like chillin.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's like,
funny.
well,
Yeah.
maybe we should have just fucking spelled it wrong, and it would have been easier to find. But
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's crazy that he's coming on that, because I remember the 100th episode, bro.
yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking still remember the voicemail I threw on there and everything, and it was so cool. And now look at you, you're fucking surpassed those boys over at I don't know, shorticus boticus.
Shorter
We're just gonna be throwing shade at fucking Botter in the short box like
Because
all
I
night.
loved him so much.
Yeah,
I have
it's nothing
to.
but
Because
love. Yeah,
I have to.
Because you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
knock Bowder down a peg, otherwise his head gets too big.
And this is already a big ass.
Yeah,
head,
it,
bro.
He's top
my
heavy.
bro, though. I love my bro.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, nah. It's so cool to see you guys' growth, and like I said, my heart grows every time I see you guys doing something super fucking cool. Every time I'm so proud of you and so proud of the boys. Seeing that, and then like just makes the Duval heart of me, just like part of me, like it's so great. I fucking love it. It's always been so dope to me to see that, and especially when it comes to horror. And I'm telling you folks now, if you think that we're horror, fuck no, man. Pales in comparison to what these guys do. These guys do their fucking due diligence, and they get is about as drunk as we will ever get, and they still do a fantastic job.
yes, they are professionals. If you want to see what a professional podcast looks like,
Oh,
there you go.
That's debatable, but I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words.
One glowing star, bro. That's still to this day. I wish that was. Oh my god, never got the shirt for that. But just like
the good old solid 1 star.
Solid 1 star, bro. Like never, but like man, I still to this day laugh at that, because it was like being there, listening to them talk about Krampus.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. It was from Krampus.
Oh
Yeah.
still my favorite episode to this day.
It's a classic, man. I think it was like episode, it's in the 90s, like 96
Yeah.
or 90, 95 or something like that. That was like one of the first times one of us got like legitimately drunk on the podcast and had like a drunken rant. And, it was epic, man. It's pretty
Oh, that shit
hilarious.
was hilarious. I was like, well, damn, tell us how you really feel.
My man,
I was like,
Yeah.
God.
Gandy, G-Landy. Love him, man. He he fucking
Oh, Red Stag Randy when he
Red Stag Randy, bro. It's so good, man.
yeah.
I gotta tell him. I love him. It's been too long.
Oh
But,
yeah.
If we ever get him on the show, we got to drink a bottle of Red Stag. Just
no,
in
it's
his honor.
Dude.
we're definitely getting drunk.
Even
with
though I
him.
hear it's not great.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. I don't
not at
recommend it, but it would be very funny. So,
Yeah.
Just like I just realized I'm disappointed you didn't bring me a bottle of Malort. Like a little travel size one.
Fuck no.
No.
I drank it twice and remembered why I fucking.
Dude, I saw somebody on Instagram today. They took a bottle of Malort and infused it with candy corn.
That's
Oh.
death.
So hold
No.
on,
yeah.
hold on, and not because of the candy corn. Just listen. The thing about Malort, it's better when it's mixed with other things.
Oof.
So you mix it with garbage and it's even better.
Yeah, apparently, yes.
It can't get worse, man. It can only get
Exactly.
better.
It can only get better from there.
Yeah.
It can't get no worse
That's
than the actual fucking Malort.
They found bottom. They found it.
Dude,
Jesus
oh my
Christ.
God, it's so bad. You're mad that I didn't bring you, but like I'd have been mad if I'd have brought it and you drank it and be like, fuck no, and then I'd been stuck with it. So absolutely not.
You'd have been mad if I'd drank it like Mikey and he'd have been like, oh, this ain't bad.
No, I'd have been like, dude, please.
I'll have another.
Yeah, man, I'll take another shot. What's wrong with y'all?
I'd be like, and I'm like, okay, so Jose's the Antichrist. So absolutely not. Speaking of Antichrist, though, Roberto, we brought you here today to when we started this, we had a vision. We wanted to say our guest has the ability to pick a movie, and the movie's villain we would discuss together. Either we have seen it, either we haven't seen it, it's new to us, or whatever you decide. However,
I mean, he technically decided. Don't look at me like
he
that.
did, and I wish I would have got to him first. However, Rob has chosen Michael Myers, but not Michael Myers from the good Halloweens. No, he's picked Michael Myers from pretty much Halloween 2018, Kills and Ends. And the only reason, and originally he picked Ends, but I refuse to just do Ends. I want to talk about all three of them horrible fucking movies.
We can do it, man. I'm down with it. I'm down with it.
2018 fun. It's great.
Jose cornered me in the club and he was like, look, motherfucker, we're talking about Halloween Ends. That's what's happening. That's going down. I said, yes, sir.
I was drunk and I look, Bobby, if you fucking don't want to watch Roadhouse, God damn it, we're gonna fucking watch Halloween Ends again.
Again, damn it.
And he fucking sobers up. He's like, what have I done?
Oh man, I should have made him watch Roadhouse. No.
He's like, what have I done? If I didn't know it was this easy, I would have gotten to watch Roadhouse.
Yeah, we could have talked about shirtless Patrick Swayze just reciting poetry.
Ooh,
ripping people's throats out. Just great.
So Bob, tell the lovely people, why did you decide to choose this and that particular villain?
Well, it is Halloween tomorrow as of the time of this recording.
Yeah.
So it feels appropriate to talk about some Halloween movies, and this trilogy in specific is successful in varying degrees. And I think if you're going to talk about Michael Myers, man, there's really a lot to talk about when it comes to this trilogy. Like a lot to talk about. Some good, a lot of it pretty bad, but also I think pretty interesting to talk about. Like, I think we can have a good conversation about it.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be a conversation. More like us ranting for about 30, 45 minutes to an hour.
Straight bitching. Yeah.
Well, if you saw his review, listen to Straight Chillin review, he wasn't done yet. He was ready to rant on for like an hour and a half. They cut him off. That shit was the funniest shit. He's like, hey, Bob, what's your rating? He just stopped him immediately.
So
Andy shut me down. Yeah.
Pretty much gave him another platform to continue his bitching.
Yeah, man. That movie was that was an experience. Jesus Christ.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it an experience? It was a ride that I wanted to get off. I pretty much explained the Halloween trilogy. The 28. I say trilogy when realistically it's Halloween 1974, then Halloween 2018,
yeah,
Kills and Ends. But I want to bring up trilogy because I explained this shit to Jose, and I even probably tweeted it out at some point, but I'm going to say it to the folks that haven't seen it or heard it. Watching this trilogy is like having sex with someone who is not good at it. You literally give them chance after chance, but it's always bad. And you just keep doing it thinking it's going to change, but it doesn't, and you do nothing but disappoint yourself.
That's terrible. That's a terrible.
I mean, yeah, that sounds. I accept that analogy.
Think about
Thank you.
The more proper analogy was it was a great night the first time.
No,
not as good the second time.
I said the new trilogy, not the 1974. Because 1974 compared to 2018 is still not good.
2018 is fine. It's great.
It's fine.
It's great. I would say it's great.
I like it. I
saw it the other day, and I'm like, oh no, this movie still holds up.
Going back and looking at it, if 2018 was technically Halloween Ends, I'd have been fine.
Yeah.
In my mind, Michael Myers never left that house.
Yeah, no, that's how you should leave it. That's what I would tell
Michael
people.
Myers never left the house. He burned. He just looked as he burned in the flames.
He just looked defiantly. Yeah.
But the only reason why I'm saying it's bad or saying it's not good is because of its two siblings, and it's guilt by association. Guilty by association. That's exactly what it is.
That's yeah.
Because you have to take 20. You cannot literally rank kills and ends together. You have to bunch them bitches. You have to put all them sons bitches together and say, "Wow, this is a good ride." It's like you like the person. You're like, "Wow, I want to have sex with that person. I truly like them." You're like, "Man, that wasn't good. It was okay. It was all right."
So
this is bad.
You're saying David Gordon Green is a lousy lay? That's what I'm getting here?
Pretty much. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. He's gonna redeem himself with The Exorcist. I'm calling him now.
Oh God. No. God in heaven.
He has another 3 chances to redeem himself.
You're giving him
it's a trilogy.
It is, yeah. It's frustrating that he and his crew of people, Danny McBride and company, they had full control of this Halloween trilogy, and could have made it logical or consistent, or have a really awesome story where Laurie has this wonderful character arc that goes over these 3 movies, and it could have this perfect trilogy if you did it right. And it seems like they just made each movie almost in a vacuum, is what it feels like, because they're so different and the characters act completely differently in all 3 of the movies, and their motivations change wildly, and if they exist at all. And you're just like, what? Did he make a movie and then fucking delete all of that information from his brain and start from scratch each time? What is happening here? There's no consistency.
Especially with Ends. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It feels like he had a plan, and he was like, no, let's just start from scratch. I got something for y'all. We're gonna bait and switch these folks.
So the funny thing about this was it felt like they had 2 different movies, but they only had an ending for one and a beginning to the other. And they were kind of like, yo, let's just put these bitches together and it'd be one finished movie, right? You didn't have what I also told Jose, for those who haven't seen Halloween Ends, you will be getting spoiled. I don't know why you clicked on this video or this audio, depending on how you're listening to it, but there's spoilers are coming. Spoilers are coming, so we're either saving your ass or condemning it. So other than that, but what I'm saying is, I told Jose straight up that if they would have had the ending of Halloween Ends at the beginning, and then the rest of the movie happened, I think I would have felt a little bit better for it, right? Because it puts a new killer behind the mask and shit, and kind of almost steers him into that direction.
Yeah, I agree with that. That would make more sense.
Yeah,
and
just the way it was shot, because it was dude, and the kid. I mean, okay, first off, as much as we're gonna shit on Halloween Ends, and I know this is what this is gonna be, I'm gonna say it because ain't nobody else said it first. The beginning of this movie was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that's the only good part of the movie for me.
Yeah,
the beginning, the opening, that shit was great.
That was great. That was fucking great. Off rip, 1,000%. I am an advocate for anyone getting killed in a movie, and I'm not talking about just people. I'm talking about of all ages. Right? That's because at that point, anyone can go and no one is safe. However, after that, it was kind of bleh, right?
Yeah.
You wanted Michael Myers, I get it, But like at the point you were working with this other character, Corey being his name, uh, you're working so long. I'm like, I'd rather see more of him at this point. Why are we doing this with Michael? And then you finally get Michael, and it's kind of like, well, I'd rather you go back. You were kind of making Corey somewhat interesting, kind of, but now you just abandoned it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it would be better if Michael Myers was not in this movie, like the original Halloween 3, because what you do get of Michael Myers doesn't feel at all like Michael Myers. So
No.
whatever, like he's like very weak and broken down when we first see him in the sewer, which is like contradicting to everything that we saw happen in Halloween Kills, where he's the fucking Terminator and like survives everything. And he's had 4 years to heal since then, but he hasn't. So you're like, okay, he's not a Terminator. He's not supernatural. He's just a man who got a terrible beat down and he's like barely able to limp around anymore. But then we see him like murder that cop in the sewer, and it seems like he gets a little stronger and stands up straighter, and you're like, okay, well, is he actually fucking supernatural then? Because he's getting stronger as he kills people, which is something that they say in Halloween Kills. And then they just like, let him bleed out, and he actually does die. And then you're like, okay, so he's not supernatural. Like, what are we doing here? You can't like, does he transfer his abilities to Corey? That's fucking supernatural. Like, what are we doing?
It had a fucking Cult of Thorn feel to it, and they just said, fuck it, we're not gonna really go down that road. No, if you're gonna get fucking silly with it, get silly.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I joked with Bob and them on the Slack, like, oh, it's gonna end with Michael Myers dying in the first 5 minutes, but then a worm's gonna come out of him, possess someone else, and
rather would have had that.
Yeah.
And then like when he first grabbed Corey and like that shit happened, I'm like, I almost shit myself because like, yo, did he really just soul transfer? That's what I thought happened. I thought I was like, wait, no, I was joking. I was like, but no, that shit was weird.
You could argue that that's what happened, or
yeah,
it could go either way. Really, I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do exactly.
Yeah, like another debate. So who saw that vision? Was it Corey seeing his life flash before his eyes, or was it Michael seeing what he's been through?
No, I'm thinking it was Corey that saw it. To me personally, because it was like Corey just kind of saw it and he kind of understood. Because that's why. Because again, you see Michael Myers. Why the fuck would you like? And you see Michael Myers and then you go through that. Why the fuck would you leave him alive? Right?
Yeah.
Or why would the fuck? Also, Corey. Oh, you know what? I'll wait. Go ahead. We'll wait. I'll wait before I make that comment because that comment's more funny, but it'll take away from what we're saying. But yeah, I had Corey seeing that vision and was going like, I understand now. Or I'm evil now. Versus
I understand what though? That was the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Oh no, I understand. Doesn't mean I know what the fuck he understands.
Yeah.
He understands.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think it was Corey's sort of life flashing before his eyes, and I guess that's what changed him into pure evil. And I guess when that happened, Michael recognized it in his eyes and decided to let him go. I don't know. It's just fucking dumb. No matter what, it's just dumb. Yeah. I don't want to see Michael Myers take mercy on anybody. It's just not in his character. It's not what he does. He's a shark.
Not at all.
He moves forward and kills people, and that's all he does.
Exactly. He is a fucking walking killing machine. I'm not gonna say talking, just like it was force of habit. But two things that I wanted to point out. Mm-hmm. One, we will fucking acknowledge this because watching Michael Myers is like watching your favorite fucking wrestler come out of retirement to have one more match, and it's bad.
Yeah.
It's like really bad. It's like fucking watching Ric Flair wrestle.
Oh God. Yeah, you're
not. This man's had this. Actually, no. Michael Myers is fucking Ric Flair. He's literally had greatness, only for him to come back for some bullshit. And you're kind of like, Rick, you don't have to do this.
Kind of poor guy.
Who do you have to prove wrong? You don't have to do this.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't.
Also, my other point I wanted to make: Corey is the dumbest motherfucker on earth because you find Michael Myers in the sewer. Now, granted, let's be honest here. Corey had a rough few years, right?
Yeah, sure.
Had, like that man got blamed for killing a kid, and obviously the town who is afraid of everything. Is saying, "Oh, you fucking child killer," blah blah blah. He's having a rough go of it, right? Only for him, like, and then for him to kind of trying to continue his life, but still, like, first off, why he didn't move is beyond me. Like,
Yeah, that should have been the first thing
that
you do. You
motherfucker
just
should've gotten
move,
the fuck out of there.
leave town, and just
Yeah.
as far as ways you,
Like,
as far as
don't
way
even,
you.
don't even fucking just get the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
you're in Illinois, move to Texas,
Yep.
New Mexico,
Honestly-
Arizona, somewhere.
Dude, fucking Lori and Allison should have hauled ass after Halloween
No,
kills.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Exactly.
why are
But
they?
they
Why are
can't
they still
because
there?
their memories are there.
Dude, oh my
The fun
god.
memories of my mom getting murdered and my
Well,
dad
it's
are
down the
here.
street.
Yeah, I can't leave those behind.
But yeah,
Sweet,
Corey-
sweet memories.
Yeah,
Yeah, Corey's a jackass, man. Because honestly, if you were in that situation, Michael Myers lets you go, or you find Michael Myers, right? All you have to do is literally tell motherfuckers Michael Myers is in that fucking sewer.
yeah.
You not only would have been a king of that city, but the coochie would have been endless. Like, there, motherfuckers would have been lobbing that shit at you, fam. You'd have had your girl, but you'd have had 17. You'd have had a fucking harem. Like, this shit is just insanity personified, and yet you decided, because you even went, all you had to do was you went to fucking Lori's house, and you could have been like, yo, Lori,
I found the shape.
can I talk to you over
He's
here?
in the sewer.
He's like, can I talk to you over here? He's like, hey, I found Michael Myers. I think you should know that. I know you don't trust me, but like, he's in the sewer. We should go to the police.
Well, she trusted him for like the first 5 minutes, and then like
she trusted
Yeah.
him until he came back and he kind of looked and said, yo, you look like something fucking happened to you.
it's like his eyes changed
his eyes changed because he got his ass whooped by some fucking teenagers.
by some band geeks.
He literally got his ass whooped by some band geeks, dog.
Yeah,
I thought that was a
he's-
joke at first. They were just joking. Oh, we're in the band. And then they're like, oh no,
No.
they're really in the band.
They're in a band and they're
The-
just band geeks. And they
The
just,
kid's got his drumsticks with him. All that.
Yeah.
That is such a weird choice that they would have this grown ass man get the shit knocked out of him by some teenage kids. It's
Bro,
I don't know.
Although I will
Couldn't-
say this. I will say
Go ahead.
this. If he beats the shit out of those kids,
Yeah,
they're
he-
automatically looking at
Oh,
him
yeah,
like,
no, he's
oh
on-
no, he's a
yeah,
murderer.
he
Yeah.
can't do anything. He's in a rough
Yeah.
spot. I
Yeah.
understand why they did it, but it's kind of like, fam, no, like, just keep, like, they're obviously not gonna leave you alone. But again, this is also going back to like, dude, move.
Yeah. Then that main kid had big, my dad's gonna sue you energy.
Oh yeah, he definitely
So,
looked
yeah.
like he looked like he wore Sperry's everywhere
Yeah.
he went.
Yeah.
He looked like,
Yeah.
yo, my dad owns this fucking car lot. He's gonna sue you. Like that.
Corey, I guess, was like living with his mom, and I don't know if there's some sort of abuse going on there that they didn't get much into, but like
Yeah.
she full on kissed him on the mouth, which is
Yes, dude.
strange.
There's
I was
some
like-
trauma shit going on there that they didn't fully delve into, and I don't think it's you say abuse, and I think of the negative connotation of abuse, but also it's like one of those things where a mother is overbearing and super overprotective.
Yeah. Yeah.
because she's like, my son would never kill a child, and he lived with his mom and the I'm assuming who's the stepdad, because he was also the dude who gave her a job, because they were both in the at the not, I don't want to say car lot, but it was what the
Yeah, it's like a junkyard or slash
So is
repair
that his
shop.
stepdad? Not
That
his
is-
real dad?
he's fucking her mom.
Yeah, I know
his
that. I
mom.
couldn't figure
I
out
don't
what he
know if
was.
it's the stepdad or anything, but
Yeah.
I just put that in my head like that.
Like the only likable character in this movie, really. That
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, because he was like, hey, you're not a bad kid.
dude. Yeah.
He's like, hey man, and he was kind of, and this dude was literally telling him, he's like, hey, you found love, man, keep it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he was being encouraging and saying, hey, what's going on? And he just fucked off and just died in the most bullshit way.
That sad motherfucker just wanted to
Yeah.
eat spaghetti and like watch action movies and
Hell yeah. Shout out to this movie commits a sin, and it twice. It has a better movie on TV
yeah.
twice. In the beginning, they're watching John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yep.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd rather be watching that. Go back to that,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
And then later on, he's watching Hard Target. Let's go.
Motherfucking hard.
Jean Claude with that beautiful mullet. Oh, we
Yes!
gotta view that movie,
Oh, no,
man.
that's
happening. Yeah,
That's happening. That's definitely happening. But
Would it surprise you to hear
Well,
that
yeah.
I've never seen that?
you gotta watch it, man. It's amazing.
Bob, I don't know how.
Hard
I don't
target.
know. I know you're my horror guy, dog. I don't know if you're my action movie guy. Like we've never been in a room and talked about like fucking anything other than horror and like drunken activities. But like,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of late '90s action movies,
Okay.
but that's like like a
Yeah,
lot of
that's mid. I
Steven
think that was like 90,
Seagal and
94,
shit.
96. I think.
It's
Okay, I missed
right
that.
in that 80s, 90s time frame of
Because
like,
it's John Woo's first American film.
yeah,
So-
and it's Hard Target is just as stupid as you think it is.
Okay, great. That's awesome.
But the villains are Lance Hendrickson and the Mummy.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, Arnold Veluzu, whatever. The dude who's the Mummy in Brendan Fraser's movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah.
I never knew his
Dark
name.
Man 2. Let's
Thank
put it like
you.
that. Yeah.
Thank you. 'Cause I definitely called
okay.
him not Billy Zane. Every
Yeah,
time I
not
see
Billy
him.
Zane. There you go.
Yeah.
Every time I
He,
see him.
they
No,
have
it's
a
something to
resemblance.
watch. But what isn't to
Okay.
watch is this movie that we're talking about. But still,
Yeah.
I didn't understand, like, and the crazy shit is I fuck everybody. I don't know a person who doesn't like Danny McBride. So, like,
Right.
I don't know a person who doesn't like Danny McBride. And I can
Yeah.
say, if you don't like Danny McBride, I don't think I can trust you. But realistically, I'm like, I wanted to like anything that when they were told that they were gonna write the Halloween movies, I was like, bro, I kind of want to be with this. And comedy folks who are writing horror movies haven't had really a bad time, right? They've actually really had good shit.
Yeah.
And it's like from Jordan Peele to the old boy with Barbarian, and just like and people and Barbarian is like subjective, but even then it's kind of like, look at these comedy dudes writing fucking horror, and it's fucking cool. However, this one is just like, what are we doing? Like, right? Like with Ends, it was just more on the fact of like, why or what the fuck? And then when you commit to something, only for you to be like, nah, he really go. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You could have avoided all of this by taking literally the ending and put it up front and then make that shit about Corey. You could have easily done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely a strange decision to have the first two movies be moving in such a clear direction, and then all the marketing for the third movie saying like, this is the final showdown between Laurie Strode and Michael Myers, and like it's finally coming to an end. One of them's gonna die. That's a guarantee. And you're like, fuck yeah, we're getting this thing closed out. And then that does happen, but it happens in the last 15 minutes of the movie, and everything before that is this character that we've never seen before, have no real interest in, or at least I don't. Where like if they're gonna do something like that, there's so many other characters that we've already been introduced to and have spent time with that they could have done something like this with, but they just like sideline all those characters. And like the sheriff, the dude with the cowboy hat, who's like in these...
my fucking god, don't get me started.
He just vanishes.
Literally wasted what could have been potentially the best fucking character in this movie.
Right? Yeah. He does nothing at all. He says one line in this movie.
Every pops up at the end like, oh, tonight we ain't doing it by the book.
Yeah.
Every fucking movie, he's only had like maybe
That's true.
lines.
That's
3
true.
lines dialogue. The only fucking positive I can say this is he didn't fucking die.
Yeah.
If he fucking died in this movie, I'd have been pissed.
That would have been insane. Yeah.
I'd have been like, this man did not. But I was like, this sheriff knew damn well better to stay the fuck away from anything Laurie Strode's got going on. He's like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I still can't believe in this movie that Laurie Strode, I mean, she, they're still living in Haddonfield, but also like she gets rid of all of her weapons and her security and like just doesn't give a shit about protecting herself or her family anymore. After Halloween 2018, he fucking
after
kills
being 100%
everybody.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's just like 180. She's like, no, I guess I should be nice.
And old people love to be right.
Yeah, exactly.
They do. Fucking love it. Yeah.
They fucking love it.
Yeah.
They fucking love to be right. It just boggled the mind. Like I said, man, just looking at it and remembering the movie, if you literally took the back, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I am so fucking like with it. If you literally took the last 15, 20 minutes of this movie, removing the Corey shit out of it and putting it at the beginning of the fucking movie, you would have started that. And then you could have literally done whatever the fuck you wanted, and it would have made more sense. Because at that point, Corey's fucking downfall would have been a hell of a lot better than doing it. Now, I will say this. I did enjoy the tag teaming shit between him and Michael.
Yeah.
You mean when he rode the motorcycle? He was on the back of Corey's motorcycle with him?
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that meme, and I thought it was hilarious.
No, but it's real. Because how else did Michael get there?
Hey, man.
Dude, right? Yeah, like they had to ride together. Like
they had to, like 100%.
Michael was cuddling up, like whispering sweet nothings into Corey's ear, when they're riding down the street, and it's a lovely fall evening.
I'm thinking Michael stole a car.
He can drive. Because canonically, he can drive. Yeah. I forget about that.
He can.
To this day, are wondering how the fuck can Michael Myers drive a fucking car like that? And read the book. And I was like, no, it's not canon. I was like,
How did
it's
y'all
there.
feel about Halloween Kills? Like after you saw it, last year when it came out, like were you pretty okay with it, or were you hate? Like where did that sit with y'all?
Yeah, I was kind of like, yo, this movie kind of sucked. I was
Yeah,
like, because I was like, especially off the high, because I loved 2018, still do. I'll watch that
yeah,
anytime. But
yeah,
then watching this movie, seeing the direction, like everyone just became stupid in that movie. Like no
yeah.
one had common sense at all. That shit flew out the window, and most of the characters weren't likable. I think either. I think 2018 is really the only one that had decently likable characters.
Peanut butter on my penis.
There you go. But
Oh
oh
man,
man, peanut
hey,
butter on my
bro,
dick.
that was
Oh.
no. You say dick.
Oh,
You
he
say
said penis. He did say penis. That's right.
First off, we're gonna respect my man, the strongest man in the world.
Because
Did you not know that was not dude from Pete and Pete?
oh shit, that was. That's right. Remember you telling me that? Nice.
I did not know that. That's
You didn't
amazing.
know that? That's
I did
fucking
not.
Artie, bro, from Pete.
Yeah,
and
you
Pete.
told me that, and it fucking blew my mind. I remember
Strongest
that.
man in the world.
That is amazing.
He
Wow.
he gets fucking dead. I was like, Artie would never get fucking beat up by Michael
Yeah.
Myers.
That
Artie
shit would have.
whooped
This
his
movie would have
ass.
been over in 5 minutes.
Artie would have whooped his ass. Threw that motherfucker in the fucking Lake Michigan.
Damn.
Michael Myers would have been like, "Well, I didn't expect that." Shit.
Exactly. Bye. Dude. Okay.
So yeah, and then it got so dumb. Like the
So
ending.
dumb.
Oh boy, he's like, "Okay, we got to sneak into this house and kill Michael," and he like
Yeah.
announces his presence. Like, "Hey," I'm like, "Why?" I was like, "That's not how you tactically sneak in."
I'm
And
here.
the whole evil dies tonight thing.
Oh my god.
And the whole like, hey, look at this little old man, this little old crazy man. That's got to be Michael Myers. That 5'4" guy running around. Let's get him.
Not 6'8".
Yeah.
This motherfucker looking like goddamn extra from Batman Returns Penguin.
Yeah.
Fucking running around.
Everybody would know exactly what he looks like because they've had him in lockup for 40 years.
Yes.
Like there would be no question about it whatsoever. Well, I mean, it has a bunch of like logical issues, and I think it's a big step down from 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
And I still like can enjoy it though because it's a Halloween movie with Michael Myers with like a crazy body count, and like you can have some fun with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like I don't mind throwing it on and rewatching it, even though it's kind of dumb. But like, there's like some fun to be had with that. But like with Halloween Ends, there's like it is completely devoid of like fun at all for me. It's like not an easy rewatch. Whereas like Kills, I can throw it on, but I don't know.
Because you're right. Kills has a campiness to it that's somewhat like, okay, I'll watch it again, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'll watch it. I'm not happy, but I'll watch it again, you know. But with Ends, I feel like, oh, we're taking this super serious, guys. This is the serious finale to this movie. You know, this is what trauma does to a town, and in turn turns a kid into an evil person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying
there was social commentary in there that wasn't really needed.
True.
And if it was there, like I get it, but you could have done it so much better. When it comes to when it comes to Kills, I was literally only there for Kills. You already know. I text you right after that. It was my like crusty clown with the fucking cigarette in my mouth. Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Like that is literally how I felt because, again, I actually enjoyed the 2018's Halloween. Even jokes aside, I enjoyed it. The issue for me was the fact that like I was like, okay, I can understand it, and then like it's silly, but I'm like, it's better than the schlock we've gotten. And then Kills comes out, and I'm like, okay, so Michael Myers is a murder machine. That's cool. That's what I need. But then the social commentary in that, the fact that you just completely you take Laurie Strode out of the fucking movie entirely. She's only in for like maybe under 8 minutes.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
You literally there again. This goes back to what you were saying. So dumb. Like, why? How do you confuse this man? I understand people have trauma, right? I understand people go through this and have their issues of like being afraid and then traumatized after shit that goes on. But there's no fucking way. excuse me, there's no fucking way you thought that Danny DeVito looking motherfucker was Michael Myers. Anyone in this bitch should have been smacked. As a matter of fact, I think the kid, the main dude who was supposed to, who I think is was Billy. I can't fucking remember what one of the kids.
Tommy Doyle.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah.
You fucking said you saw Michael Myers on the night he was actually killing motherfuckers in 1974. He was a goddamn giant. The dude you're looking at is a fucking small man.
Yeah.
Even a giant is not gonna fucking scrunch down to 5'4".
Yeah.
He's gonna go from 6'8" to 6'5", maybe 6'4". He's still gonna be 6 foot fucking tall.
Yeah.
The fuck you mean? That being said, I did, like Jose, I did enjoy the kills. Because to this day, the chick getting the gun hit back into her face and shooting is the most funniest fucking thing I have literally had me fucking dying in the movie. I was just like, I was fucking cracking up. He was like, how? Michael killed the motherfucker like it was John Wick. It was great.
Yeah, he did.
He was basically John Wick in that movie. It's like, y'all killed my dog. I was gonna eat that dog later. How dare y'all?
How dare you? How dare you? And then obviously oh my god, and the funny thing, you said Evil Dies Tonight. I swear to God, if I heard that shit in Halloween Ends, I'd have just deleted Peacock off of my fucking TV.
I swore they were gonna start screaming it at the end when they were carrying his ass to the junkyard.
Swear to God, I was deleting all the shit. I was like, I don't give a damn. I was like, but Shag, you like wrestling? I don't fucking care. I'll just steal that shit.
It was spray painted on like an overpass.
Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't notice it.
I'm so glad I can't read.
Yeah. Luckily they didn't bring that shit back. They really drove it into the ground. There's definitely some unnecessary like social commentary happening in Halloween Kills that they say so blatantly, like, now we're the monsters. Like, okay, like that's a decent idea, but they take that and just like really fucking drive it home in Halloween Ends to a point where it feels like they think the audience is fucking stupid, and like they make it like they drive it down your throat. It feels like a little preachy and just like it's taking itself too seriously. It's a little too up its own ass for my liking. Would you guys say where would this rank in like the overall franchise? Would this be towards the bottom of the list? Would it be the bottom of the list for y'all?
Which one, Halloween Ends or
Halloween Ends? Yeah.
Okay. I like how we invited him and he's fucking interviewing us.
He's a fucking professional. What have I told you?
Motherfucker, that's what we do in Duval.
God damn it.
I got questions.
I don't know how they do that shit in Texas. But this is how we do shit in Duval. To answer your question, Bob, actually I'll let Jose go first.
Oh man, I'm thinking.
You need time?
Okay, Bob, real quick, I want to ask you this. Since y'all recently reviewed Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, how does that compare with this one? Because that's the vibe I got the whole time watching this for the first time. Halloween Ends, I'm like, yo, this really feels like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Because it's like, except substitute White Horse with Corey. That's the vibe I got. It was just like, oh, we're just dealing with the aftermath. La la la. And then Michael finally shows up at the end. Like,
I prefer Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 to this. And I know a lot of people dislike that movie, and I totally understand why. But I think it is more interesting, and it's playing with similar ideas, but in a way that I think is a little more interesting and a little less like stuffy and like fart housey, if you will. It's just kind of like Rob Zombie doing his best to like make a sequel that he didn't really want to, but like also add some of his own flair to it and stuff, for better or for worse. I think it's more successful, and I know that might sound insane to a lot of people, but that's just me.
Not
that's
to
just
us
me.
anyway.
Yeah.
Because I will say, I still to this day will defend the first 15 minutes of that movie. I'd fucking when he rose up in the hospital, just starts killing everyone. I'm like, okay, Rob, this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, and then it's a dream, and you're like, fuck,
lame. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I actually put Ends above Halloween 2.
Do you?
Zombies Halloween 2. Why? Because that movie made me so fucking angry that I actually remember Ends. If you ask me anything that happened in Halloween in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I have fuck all idea.
You deleted it from your brain?
That shit is gone.
Even the White Horse, that's burned in my mind.
Burned,
all of it, I shit you not, is a fever dream. I do not remember any of it. outside of like, because I continuously confuse part 1 and 2 together because of like who dies in it, and I'm just like, I think part 1 and 2 are like one entire movie, and I literally forget about 2.
Now here's a real question to both of y'all: do y'all get triggered when you hear the song "Love Hurts"
No,
and you start thinking of just Rob Zombie's Halloween?
No. I just black out. I don't know where I am.
No, I don't. Rest in peace to Joe Grizzly, by the way.
Yeah.
But no. So
is this the worst one? You
is
think
this the worst one?
Yeah.
No, because 5 exists.
Oh,
Okay.
shots fired. Yeah.
So
well, I would put. I might say this is the third worst one.
So
I might put part 6, both versions, and Resurrection in front of this one.
The only reason why I would say part 5 is the personified Garbo fucking edition of Halloween is because Shudder literally just played 4 and 5, and I think 6 right after each other, and 5 was utter dog shit. Just I went from watching 4, I'm like,
4 is not bad. I'm like, this is a solid return.
Like, okay. Then
Yeah.
5 plays, I'm bored as shit. I want to go do drugs.
Part 5 is the one with the dumb cops, right? That they give like dumb sound effects to, and
yeah,
like, oh wow,
Keystone Cops. Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah,
it was so. I'm like, I was reminded on how bad. I'm like, you can complain about Halloween Ends, but then go watch 5 and see if you had the same feeling about Halloween Ends, right? Mustafa Akkad, rest in peace. But man,
yeah.
What about you? What about you, Bob?
Yeah, I don't think Halloween Ends is the worst, but I mean, it's the franchise has such a low bar. You know, there's so many bad entries. That's like not really a compliment. But I think I would put Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 below this.
Okay.
And Resurrection is just such a dog shit like cash grab that they really didn't have any respect for the characters at all in that. I think that would go below this. And man, that might be it. Halloween 5 is bad, but I don't think it's worse than this. So this is probably like the third worst. It's been a year, so last October I watched it. Yeah,
fair enough, because I just watched it recently and it's just in my head, and I'm like, nope, this was bad.
It's bad. It is.
Nothing about it is redeemable. Has redeemable qualities in it. None of the characters are likable. It's just really bad.
Not even the Man in Black pulling up like
for no fucking reason.
Pulling up like Nemesis from Resident Evil at the end.
He literally pulls up 3 times for fuck all ideas. He does nothing in this movie.
They literally had him in like, what? Who is that? And what is he doing? We don't know yet. We'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Never again. Never to be seen again.
Yeah.
Right. One thing I wanted to add on to Halloween Ends before we kind of wrap this beast up. Did you guys hear the rumor that they wanted to? Actually, it's not a rumor; it's actually fact. But did they wanted to make Michael Myers' mask, the Silver Shamrock mask?
Yeah, I read that. There was like a scene that was in every iteration of the script that they just never filmed, where at the very end they were going to go to the Silver Shamrock factory and we'd see the skull and the jack-o'-lantern and the witch mask rolling off the conveyor belt, and then eventually we'd start seeing Michael Myers' mask roll off, which I'd take it. That's fine with me. Like, you can't make this movie any worse, really. Like,
exactly.
Sure.
That would have been a redeemable quality.
I'd have been like, hey.
Because Halloween 3 fans like me would have been like, bitch, we win. Like, we're in continuity.
I knew it. Yeah.
Like, we've been acknowledged, bitches. And, like, I would have loved that, right?
Yeah.
I wish they would have went with that also, because it would have been cool. Like, hey, instead of the Cult of Thorn, it was literally the Irish making fucking Michael Myers evil.
Damn Irish.
It's like, oh, Lottie.
That's hilarious.
You should go on a killing spree. And just like, that's an awful Irishman accent. I'm sorry.
It's the Blarney Stone, Michael.
Exactly.
Godly.
That's great. It's fucking great. Like, it's just having that would have been really fucking, it would have been nice. It would have been super niche, because it would have been one of those things only 4 people in the theater would have understood.
Maybe a little more. That movie's kind of come around.
It has,
but millennials are watching, and they're not watching Halloween 3.
Which is why this is still my biggest fear, that we're just wrong, guys. That in fucking 10 years, the 10 or 20 years, the next generation's like, what are y'all talking about, man? Halloween Ends is a fucking masterpiece.
It's the only good one. It's the
It's
only
the
one worth
only
watching.
good one.
It's gonna
It's the
happen.
only good
Yeah,
sequel.
it's
I'm
gonna
just
happen.
like, I'm not ready for that conversation. I'm not. I'm just like, please stop.
These damn kids. Damn.
God, fuck that. I will not. Nope.
I'm waiting for that.
Not even trolling.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, this has been fun, guys. Whee!
Okay, so realistically, how long till we get our next Halloween movie?
Ooh.
Realistically, and how long would you want them to wait?
Man, I think these movies all made so much damn money. They're gonna try and get one going as fast as possible. I think that it'll be at least a couple years though, because I think Blumhouse might have lost their rights. Like after they made this trilogy, I think they may have lost their rights, so they might have to shop it out and see who wants to do it. And so it'll be probably 3 years. Call it 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe 5 years at max. If it was up to me, take 10 years off, dog.
Yeah.
Take at least 10 years. Yeah.
But I'm also gonna say, like, we're not gonna get any more Halloween shit. At least from Carpenter's camp, he's done with it. Period.
Yeah.
But I also think that we are probably gonna get like Halloween when it comes to games.
Oh, okay.
Like,
that could be cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
That's something we would probably get on terms of like, because you see, the folks who make the Friday 13th game, they split into two teams. Well, they're not two teams, but they split into two factions, because you got the ones that are working on the Killer Clowns from Outer Space game, and then you also have like the actual fucking team working on the Texas Chainsaw game. So more likely, I'm thinking you will get a video game first before we get another movie. And
makes sense. Yeah.
Well, we'll probably have it. But if we had to do another fucking like actual movie or anything, it'll probably be about a decade. Well, we say Michael Myers. Now, it's funny because you say Halloween. If you say Michael Myers Halloween, I'm definitely gonna say a decade. But if you're gonna say like Halloween, something like that, I would not be surprised if we fucking get a sequel or something to fucking Season of the Witch.
That would be cool. I don't know how you could do. Well, I guess they didn't. Did they win at the end?
He fucking won.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like that's how I say it.
I would watch the shit out of that. That'd be way more interesting to me than another Michael Myers movie at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we've got enough. We get it. That's fine.
Exactly. I would not be like, yo, we're gonna fucking turn this into a thing. Because the fact that they tried to do that with ends, shows me that like, no, people fucking really fuck with this, and we can do this. If anything, we can remake that.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're probably gonna get a Friday the 13th movie next year because they settled that lawsuit.
I fucking hope.
Don't give me hope.
I'd
be like,
I still talk cash. Still talk cash shit to my friend who likes Michael Myers more than Jason. I like Jason would never get beat up in a swamp by Corey. Never. Never. Get out of here. Let's get his mask jacked. Never.
Nah, never.
Absolutely not. Never.
Yeah, there is a Friday the 13th in October next year too. So
that'd be money.
That would be perfect.
Money.
Yeah.
That's like right before my birthday too, bro. Like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Jay Swarmer's though, and it's his mom the whole time.
Oh my god.
They literally remake part 1, and it's his mom, and we get a hint of Jason at the end.
Just like a smidgen of Jason. Jason's like a toddler. Be like, what?
Well, we get Roy. We get Roy back to capitalize off Halloween Ends. We think it's Jason the whole time. Hey, it's Roy.
This is fucking A, man. Fuck you.
Riots in the streets, man. Riots
in the streets. Like, bro, I'd march down there.
I'm just yelling like Jesse in the streets. Like, they can't keep getting away with this.
They can't.
Fuck that. Like a pox on your house, a pox on your family. But yeah, all right. I guess let's write this up. But Bobby, I wanted to do a little thing with you that we normally would do here on Cinema Villains, but I want to know here. Now, obviously, we've kind of dabbled into the Halloween, the reboot trilogy that we've done here. However, even more we're focused on ends. However, all of this comes back to Michael Myers himself, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what is your favorite cinema villain moment with Michael Myers? Can be any of the movies that he was in, from the really good ones to the shit ones. But tell me give me a really good cinema moment, the one that stuck into your head. And if you need to know what a cinema villain moment is, it's literally, think of like their most dastardly fucking deed.
There's like two that really stick out to me that are both from the first movie that like when I think of Michael Myers like kills, they're the first two that come to mind. And it's whenever he like pins Bob to the door and like slowly tilts his head and looks at him, really, really sticks out. And then immediately after that, when he goes upstairs and like strangles PJ Harvey or PJ Souls rather, not PJ Harvey. And he's wearing
like, wait, what? And I was like,
that's a different movie.
Right.
He's wearing the sheet and everything that he stole from Bob. That like 1-2 combo is like probably my favorite, I guess, cinema villain moment when it comes to Michael Myers. He's got some good shit in kills though, to be fair.
Undefeated, yeah.
Now, here also in cinema villains, we also like to rate the villain in 3 categories. Those categories are the motive,
the drip,
and threat level.
However,
we have a guest here.
Yeah.
So,
wait. So what are we doing? We're just doing Michael Myers because here's okay.
Follow my lead. Roberto, with Michael Myers and giving his history of you and actually you've known it, and also your vast horror knowledge. He is already in our Cinema Villain Hall of Fame for obvious fucking reasons.
Oh, yeah. Should be, yeah.
However, we still have to give him a proper rating, and this is coming from you, our guest. 1 out of 5 for his entire time. Any of the movies, how do you feel about his motive? 1 to 5.
Ooh, well, it's such a mixed bag, you know?
It is.
Yeah. I was about to say, oof.
It is. That's
if you're counting all the movies, it's like,
well, if you think about it, there's only one real motive into that, but it like if you really want to fucking think about it, but then like the other fucking movies really fuck that up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the original, there is no motive, which is the best, and it's fucking, he just is pure evil, and that's all you need to know. But in the sequel, Laurie's his sister, so he's trying to kill his whole family. That's the motive. And then 3, he's not in it. 4, he comes back and he's again just trying to kill like his whole lineage. He's trying to kill Danielle Harris, and then that sort of gets wrapped up in like 5, and then we find out in part 6 that he's being controlled by a cult, and then like that's the driving factor there. And then in H2O, he goes back to basics, but he's still trying to kill his family, and he tries to find Laurie in California and kill her son because he just turned 17, and for some reason he wants to kill these people when they turn 17 because that's how old Laurie was in the original Halloween, which is dumb. And then Resurrection is just nonsense. Like he's in his house and they come on his turf, and that's why he's trying to kill him. He's apparently doesn't have a motive in 2018 again. They try to go back to basics. Kills, I guess he seems to be somewhat motivated to like go home for some reason, and people are in his way, I guess.
Why does he want to go home? Don't worry about it.
I don't know. It doesn't matter because in Ends, home gets they just fucking bulldoze his house in Halloween Ends, and he lives in a sewer. So, and his motivation in Ends is God only knows what. Is he supernatural? Is he not? I just don't know. So, I mean, like taking all of that into consideration, which we didn't even touch on the Rob Zombie shit. But that's it. That's it.
He just had a rough childhood. That's all.
Yeah. His mom was a stripper and his dad was a piece of shit and whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that's bad. It's bad, honestly. Out of 5, like maybe a 2 at best. I think that's being generous.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, only because that's kind of a thing. Like his motive is everywhere. It's just blah blah blah.
For her, for us to be in the Hall of Fame, he's getting 5s all through it. Like that's how that is.
I mean, the original movie, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. The original movie, and even in 2018, because they brought it back to basics. Like, he's just evil.
Yeah.
You don't care.
That's the one that we were thinking about, because that's the one I was alluding to. I was like, no, if you were fucking smart about it, you fucking would only pick that one.
Yeah.
But
Bob said, I'm going to do them all.
Bob is an infinite wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, he is, right?
And I threw this at him as like a grenade because I knew this is what he would do.
Yeah.
Happy to help.
Yeah. Well, hey, brother, we got 2 more categories for you to cover.
All right, yeah.
The second one, the drip. Now think about all of the outfits in this case, his mask that he wore. And obviously we've given him a 5 for over the years, but there is some masks in here that are fucking very questionable.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite mask, and what do you think is the worst mask?
I mean, the original is gonna be my favorite. I love how like stark white it is. It looks ghostly. I fucking really love that. I will say though, when they bring it back in 2018 and it's the same mask, but it's aged 40 years and it's sort of like falling apart and like gray, that shit works really well too.
Yep.
I also love it the towards the end of Halloween 2 where he gets his eye shot out and the blood drips down the mask.
Yeah.
Fucking nice. I don't know. I'll just say to answer your question, my favorite is the original. My least favorite is in H2O. Definitely H2O.
It's because you can see the eyes the whole time. It's like weird.
Oh man. And they change it throughout the movie because they realize it's messed up and they try to fix it. So like it changes and it never looks good.
Right.
It's terrible.
There's one that they didn't even bother to fix in post, where his hair is like blonde, and they just said fuck it, we just gotta let it. How do you miss this, right?
Yeah.
But all in all, what is your aggregate for it?
All in all, I think there's more good masks than bad. I think Rob Zombie's mask is cool, actually.
Yeah, I don't mind his mask either.
I didn't mind his mask.
I don't even mind the one from part 2. I actually like battle damage shit.
Yeah,
because that's why part 7 Jason's my favorite. So yeah, I don't mind like. He's been through shit. It makes sense. His shit will get fucked up.
Yep.
I think this one I'll excuse like parts 5 and H2O with their masks because overall like the character design is like so fucking iconic. The mask is absolutely iconic.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that's Michael Myers when you see it. I'm gonna give with the jumpsuit. It's a 5. I'll give that one a 5 for sure.
Word.
Exactly.
And probably the easiest goddamn one out of the whole fucking bunch.
Is it?
Boy, I mean, this last one is very confusing.
I was about to say, yeah.
But the threat level.
He's pretty fucking threatening, man.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you watch Halloween Ends.
I was about to say, unless you watch Halloween Ends, and you're like, no, just
Halloween Ends and Resurrection.
Just throw that motherfucker down. Well, no, because only Busta could beat.
Well,
the true
that makes no goddamn sense.
The true slayer of evil, Busta Rhymes.
Like
he will save us all.
Dog, if he'd have popped up on Halloween Ends, that would have been best. That's what we needed. I would have forgave this entire movie if he pops up at the end.
Oh, I wouldn't have.
And takes out.
I went to that Wu-Tang. I went to that Wu-Tang Nas concert. He was at that concert.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if he fucking pops up at Halloween Ends, I'd have been like, nope. Because the shit that oh my God, I'm not even gonna go to. That's a whole different fucking show. But
he should have been like a defense instructor, and he should have been teaching Lori and the granddaughter
or security.
Oh yeah.
Defense. And then it would have made sense. Then it would have made sense why they have the power to beat evil.
No, I hate it here.
Busta bestowed it upon them.
Exactly. Just like Corey got the evil transferred into him, Busta transferred the evil slayer into him.
If I'm gonna be devil's advocate. If I'm literally going to be devil's advocate, you'd have made Busta Rhymes the fucking DJ.
Oh shit.
Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, yeah.
You'd have made Busta Rhymes the DJ.
Damn. That would have been awesome, actually. I would have liked that.
Except he doesn't die, but you literally would have made him the fucking. Oh, shout out to Darcy from fucking the Mail Girl from.
Oh yeah, she was in it.
Yeah, little cameo.
Too bad her kill got deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's gonna be on the Blu-ray, folks. I'm like, bold of you to assume we're gonna. Well, I don't know, Bob. Are you buying that steelbook?
Yeah, I got it pre-ordered.
Because I'm mad because that is the best one, the best looking one so far out of all of them.
It looks
I'm mad
cool.
that is this one.
I did. I know I didn't get the steelbook. I have 2018 though.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, man. Like, but Bobby, what are you giving
motivation? Or not the motivation. Sorry, threat level a 5. I'll give it a 5 for sure.
Yeah, it's a 5.
He's a 2 and 2 5s.
Shaq can't do math, so he's gonna be like, blah.
Fucking baby. That Florida man education, and I'm not, absolutely not.
But he's already in Hall of Fame, so it don't matter.
He's in our Hall of Fame.
But we gotta be fair.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
We gotta be fair to the audience.
Yeah,
fair to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's rank Corey as a villain.
Okay, my man.
And now let's try our hardest not to spite rank this.
Well, I'm cool.
But it's like
cool.
I make no promises.
Yeah, doing the
fair.
same things. So one Corey Cunningham who becomes the new shape for like 10 minutes.
You want to keep going with this? Or you want me to do it like we always do?
I mean, yeah.
You can take it, bro.
Yeah, let's do the 3 things. Let's do his motive, his drip, and his threat level. Bob, kick us off once again. What is the motive for Corey? What is his motive?
His motive is a revenge, I guess, on the town that has treated him so unfairly for 4 years. So I guess that's a decent reason to kill.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of silly, but I guess it's good enough. Like you can understand it. I guess he has a
Right.
clear motive to seek revenge on these people because they treat him like shit. So I'll give it like a 4, I guess.
Okay. Shag me, lad.
Corey, my boy. His motive.
You know what his true motive was though? He just wanted coochie, though.
No, then he absolutely gets a fucking 0 because he fucked all that up. He
He
fucked
did.
all that up. If that was
He did.
literally his fucking motive, he dropped the ball.
No,
He didn't have to do shit.
'cause
Allison
he's
was
like-
way into him. He didn't have to do anything.
Brother,
that is true. She was in love. She was like, I can
Just
fix
down.
him. Like,
Dog,
what?
Down,
not only that,
yeah.
but all he had to do is like Michael Myers. All he had to do was fucking get his goddamn Robert Downey Jr. on and says that man is playing Gallagher.
Yeah.
He thinks we didn't notice, but we did. All he had to do was just say Michael Myers is in the fucking sewer down there. Bring your guns. Your fucking
Found him. Yeah.
literally could have been fucking Halloween 4 and blow that motherfucker up to smithereens. But no, he didn't. But I'm guessing I'm gonna go with Bob here, and his fucking thing was revenge on the town that spited him. I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, that's why I kind of stand as a 3.
I'll give it
Yeah.
a 3.
Because I guess after that, he just ran away with Lori, I guess. I mean, not Lori,
Allison.
There you go.
Allison.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, I guess. That's weird, but weird flex, but okay, bro.
I mean, hey.
He'd have been Michael Myers in another town, maybe. I don't know.
I guess just killing people. That doesn't make sense.
Michael would have been
but-
like, hey man, can I
Chillin.
get my mask back?
yeah,
Come
let
back.
me get
Come
that.
back, please.
He's waiting by the motorcycle, like, bro.
A single tear rolls down his cheek.
Like just a shadow. You don't even see his eyes. Just a shadow of a tear on his cheek, just rolling
Yeah.
down.
Shit. Yeah.
Okay, so the drip. What do we rank Corey's drip? Shag, you can start with this one.
Why? Because I'm black.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I will give Corey's drip. We give it 2.
Give it a 2.
I wasn't impressed, and he stole Michael's whole swag, his whole flow,
Yeah.
bar for bar. He did all of that to try to be something he wasn't, and then he fucking wasn't that. You're not him, right? You're
Yeah.
not the shape. So and also his glasses pissed me off. So definitely 2.
There you go. Yeah, I'll give him yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm at a 1 because he didn't really have his own drip. It's like, no,
No.
I took Michael Myers' look.
Exactly.
Like if I'd have respected him more if he just wore that dumbass like scarecrow mask the whole time. That or he'd have found like the original clown mask Michael wore in the beginning of Halloween.
Yeah.
That might have
yeah.
been a cool callback.
or any of the fucking or any of the Halloween 3 masks, only because
Yeah,
you
that-
literally
yeah.
used the font from that movie throughout the whole goddamn thing, and yet you didn't. Okay.
Yeah, that'd have been cool if he'd have just rocked that little skull
There's the
mask.
fucking skull mask.
Or the
That
pumpkin.
would have been badass.
Or-
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give him a 1.
Yep.
Bob.
Yeah. It's a 1 for sure. I thought that scarecrow mask looked so stupid.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Couldn't stand it. And like he gets his little like leather jacket and turns into like this like bad boy, and it's just so unbelievable. It doesn't feel like his character. It just feels very forced. It's a 1 for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, I gave him a 2, and I can't even remember why I gave him a 2. To be real, like I just say, yo, fuck it. I fucking just dogged the shit out of him.
I know Shag's just like, I'll be nice.
I'll be nice. I'll give him a 2, and I'm just like, wait, why am I giving him a 2? I hate his fucking face. Like I don't know. I don't fucking know.
That's
I'm gonna
hilarious.
stick with the 2 though. I'm not gonna back down just because like everybody else is doing. the
Stick to
1.
your guns.
I'm gonna stick
Right.
to my guns there. I'll give him a 2 for. I'm gonna shit on him, but he's gonna get a 2. But
Okay. Okay, now here's the hard one, I guess, maybe. The threat level. Bob, what do we give his threat level?
It's weird, but and this is a problem with the movie.
Exactly.
He kills a lot of people. He kills like I think it's 10 people. Last I really sat down and counted it up. So he can kill the shit out of some people for sure, but
Right.
I don't find him threatening whatsoever,
No,
like at all.
exactly.
So it's in my heart of hearts, I gotta go low. And at the end of the day, like Michael, Laurie like mostly kills him, then Michael finishes him off, I guess. But I mean, like, yeah, Laurie Strode makes him look like a little bitch at the end for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 1 again, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Shaggy.
I wanted to go low, but then Rob just reminded me of the body count that he added up.
Yeah.
Granted, it wasn't as good, but he did rack up a body count. On top of that, like he did become bitch made throughout this entire movie, getting bullied by
Yeah.
kids that in turn that he ended up killing anyway. And then Rob says like Michael Myers came in to finish the job, which he did, but you remember he fucking stabbed his own fucking throat with a goddamn knife because he's like, if I can't,
Oh yeah.
he fucking took him. He tried to take himself out. Michael just was like, ugh, and just kind of just finished him off. Just give me my shit back, pussy, and just like fucking killed him. I'm gonna give him another 2, only because like he had some decent fucking kills.
Yeah.
And and then, but the rest of him, he's too bitch made, man. I'm sorry. Like,
right, yeah.
He was super bitch made.
Yeah, that's more or less where I'm at. I'll be nice. I'll be the generous one on this one. I'll give him a 2.5.
I was damn sure this close thinking of a 3, and I was like, nah, you getting bitched up by some.
Because I feel like I can shoot the fade with Corey. Like 100%.
Like, you know what? And that's the reason why I did give him a 2, because he did fucking fight Michael Myers and just like took his shit. He snatched Michael Myers' whole swag off of him.
Yeah.
Michael didn't even fucking, well, he killed him later, but he didn't do shit else.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue was, I'm like, who else is whooping Michael Myers' ass other than Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, but this Michael Myers is so weird. Like, he was inconsistent as hell.
The man was pushing 70. It's like Corey figured out, like, bitch, you're brittle. He just pushed him up and down, like, sit your bitch, give me your goddamn shit.
It's elder abuse, and I don't respect it.
Yeah, it's elderly abuse.
Fair enough. I'm still giving him a 2.
And then they completely shit on their own logic, because they make it seem like, oh, Michael got to kill you in order to gain his strength back.
Yeah.
But that old man, that weird hobo outside the sewer, is like, oh, he drags people in there all the time, and they never come out.
Yeah.
So clearly he's been killing people
and been weak as fuck.
And so why hasn't he powered up?
So many questions.
Yeah, they did not think. I feel like they just wrote that script like, hey, do we need to do a second pass? Nah, we're good.
Yeah, Michael Myers was like an afterthought in that fucking movie,
exactly.
which is wild.
Like, let's wrap this shit up, man. I gotta make some exorcist money now. Let's go.
Yeah, for real.
That's what we got, man.
So yeah, I guess I'll give him a 2.5 because, man,
yeah,
because I will say the DJ kill was cool.
That was the best one, I think. Yeah.
It's always a toss up between that one or not the flamethrower, but the torch, I guess, what it was.
Yeah.
The blowtorch. There you go.
Fucking kid's mouth.
Yeah.
That was, he fucked them kids up.
Michael should have stomped his head. I just realized that's how he should have died.
Michael,
not just a simple neck break.
Yeah, Michael.
That would have been better.
It's like Michael. It's like, to me, Michael breaking his neck kind of was like, "Yo, I respect you, but you ever take my shit again,
like, I'll kill you again." Yeah.
This is for taking my shit, and it just kind of just went out from there. So,
all right, let me go fight this woman who's just been eating Activia for the last 10 years. Maybe I'll fucking win.
Well, she was nuking that sketty, or was it macaroni? Wait, she threw something in the micro, which is another like super silly thing, where like if the food pops and it distracts Michael so she can get the jump on him. I was like, she is running for her life, and she takes the time to go in the fridge, pull out some fucking sketty, throw it in the microwave, and knows that it's gonna pop at just the right time to distract this. Like, what is happening here? Who thinks this way?
She's like, Michael's a big dumb idiot who's hungry. So
yeah, as we just slowly slide right back into
spaghetti
on this movie.
Spaghetti? Like,
I've been eating rats for 4 years.
Prego. Like, what's good? Sketty.
That's fucking funny.
Corey Cunningham, is he going in the Hall of Fame or?
Absolutely not. No,
not even coming nowhere.
He's not even. Okay, so here's the thing: we do put our villains. If they're good enough, we put them in a VIP.
They get into the club.
Well, first of all, they get into our villain dome, which is our big villain club, and if they're extra good, they get into the VIP.
Yes.
All right. Does Corey get into the VIP, Shaq?
Absolutely. This motherfucker does not get in the club.
Obviously, does he even get in the club? Okay.
I'm the only sad boy in this bitch. He's not allowed.
He's a slasher. He's like, he's on the outside like me. Like, no.
That motherfucker shallot. Absolutely not.
Shaggy's the doorman. He's like, absolutely not, motherfucker.
Not. Absolutely not. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you're not allowed in this bitch, right? I swear to God, man. That's the level of shit we do have, though. We have the villain. We have our villain dome, which is the base of the club. All you have to do is be decent to just get in. VIP are like the upper echelon tier of people. And then the Hall of Fame is only really regularly for icons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For our horror icons, like Ghostface, like Chucky, like the holy trinity of slashers. Mm-hmm. Just literally icons. Godzilla for one.
Yeah.
But like, it's very hard and difficult to get in that type of year. Like, we only do like what 3 of them maybe out the entire year possibly. But at the same time, it's funny because like this motherfucker Corey would not be anywhere allowed in that bitch, and it's rare that we actually have like we've let more people in than we've let people like, not in whatsoever.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Mark Dacascos is a national treasure. And Romeo Must Die would not have been a good movie without him. He was an amazing villain.
Goodness.
I haven't seen it.
Go ahead.
I haven't seen it. I'll add it to the list, I guess.
What a great movie, man. It's great.
It's one of those black cinema films that you fucking.
Is it though? Well, I guess.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Okay.
It was definitely. Come on now. DMX and Leah.
It was when the Hollywood execs like, hey, you know, this is the blacks. They like kung fu movies. Let's get Jet Li.
Let's get every fucking popular fucking black artist and put them in a movie
with a martial artist.
With a martial artist. DMX especially.
DMX,
be in all of them bitches.
Wow.
But other than that, folks, that has been it. Bobby, it has been a pleasure. Can you kindly remind the folks where they can find you in your lovely, lovely horror show?
Absolutely. Yeah, again, I am Bob from the Straight Chilling podcast. If you want to find weekly horror movie reviews, check us out anywhere you get your podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, etc., etc. We also have a website, straightchillingpodcast.com. All of our content's on there as well, and we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're everywhere. Just search Straight Chilling Podcast, and you'll find us pretty easily. We also have a Slack channel that's ongoing where we talk about horror movies and what we're reviewing each week, but we also talk about anything and everything. As we already mentioned, Jose is on there. You know, we talk about just general life stuff. We talk, we trade food recipes, pictures of our cats and dogs, and anything and everything. It's a fun little community. If you have interest in joining that, just
everyone
hit us up.
Says you should join Shaggy. Like, what Shaggy? He refuses.
Funny thing is, I use Slack for work, so I Slack. I knew this was gonna come up, and I was like, "Fuck, man, they're gonna put me on blast." I was like, "I hope
sure am."
Fucking Slack.
I got you. I got your ass, Shaggy.
And I'm like, "Fuck." I'm like,
Yeah, but yeah, check us out anywhere. We're pretty easy to find. Guys, thank you so much for having me on. I love your show
for being our first guest.
Yeah, it's my honor. It really is. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for asking.
Moncrief Bob.
Moncrief Bob, everyone.
Before we go, you know what I realized? What would have saved Halloween Ends?
What?
The same thing that saved Halloween Kills. They'd have put a new ghost song on that motherfucker. It would have.
What are you and your obsession with ghosts?
Yeah, they're all right. I enjoy Satanic Blue Oyster Cult.
Okay, that's fucking hilarious, and we're gonna end on that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us. I am Shaggy Black, for Jose.
That's right.
For Bob joining us from Straight Chillin'. Thank you all. We will catch you next time. Straight, another spooky season. See you next time, guys. Toodaloo.
Bye.
Blade. Keep chilling.